going to call this video Prophecies. So let's talk about prophecies. Let's light a candle, the first candle of our of Advent. First Sunday of Advent. And I want to talk about the Bible. You have this piece of paper on your week 10. And it is the only piece we're going to use on week 10. Forgot to mention it in the past video. Week 10 will become week 12. That will give me time to prepare for the next semester, and that will help us prepare for reconciliation the week before we start with the 3 Saturdays of reconciliation. I hope that made sense. So we're going to start. Grab your time, your Bible line from your week 10 paper clip. And we are going to remember that we have 2 sections of the Bible. We have the Old Testament and we have the New Testament in green. Now, if you observe your line, your I want to call it timeline, but it's not a timeline, your Bible chart. Not all the books have their name. There are different groups. For example, historical books and wisdom books and prophetic books, but only a few have a name of the book. That is because at this moment in time, those are the books we're going to be reading from. And those are the books I want you to start getting familiar. So today we're going to talk about prophecies or prophetic books. There are 18 prophetic books. What's a prophecy? Maybe nobody knows because it's not a word that we use on our daily life. But a prophet was a person that listened carefully to God and told the message from God to the people of God. So it was somebody that was paying attention to God, was listening to God, and then told the people what God wanted. One of the prophets that wrote more, or that told more, that was very, very important for us, is the prophet Isaiah. The prophet Isaiah. That is prophetic book number 1. And today we are going to learn about 3 prophecies that are related to the first 2 events of the infancy narratives, which is the beginning of Jesus' life. There are 3 in particular we're going to talk about in this video, and afterwards we are going to read one prophecy that goes with the event that we are going to work on. So this one, the first one, it's from Isaiah chapter 9, verse 1, and it says, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light." We have been already talking about that Jesus is the great light. Well, he's the light of the world, right? He said it himself. I am the light of the world. But people, when Jesus said that, it really makes sense for the people because the prophet Isaiah had said that people who walked in darkness had seen a great light. So they were expecting the great light. And it was really, really meaningful for them. We already talked about how we don't like to walk in darkness. And the people of God were kind of walking in darkness, just expecting the Messiah to come. We have a prophecy that we call the prophecy of the names. And it says, "He is named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." And that is from Isaiah, again, chapter 7. And the last one I'm going to talk about today is not about Jesus. It's about his mother. It's about Mary. And this is what the prophet Isaiah said. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Look, look, the young woman is with child, and shall bear a son, and shall name him Emmanuel. So these prophecies, people were expecting to happen. For many, many, many years they were waiting. And those are the three prophecies that we are going to talk about today.